Hi everyone, today we're going to be finishing off our unit. We are going to be talking about natural resources. Now, what are natural resources? What are the kinds of natural resources and examples that you may have heard of or are out there? So first of all, we need to know that a natural resource is anything that is used to serve a purpose. Okay, there are two kinds of resources. We have renewable or non-renewable. Okay, so let's talk about renewable first. What does that word mean? Okay, a renewable resource is any resource that cycles or can be replaced within a human lifespan. Okay. When they say a reasonable time, that is what they mean by a reasonable time, a human's lifespan. Okay, so what are some examples? Some examples of renewable resources include, we have solar, light from the sun supports all life on Earth as we know it. It's also considered inexhaustible, at least for the next 5 billion years. That means that it's never going to run out for at least 5 more billion years. So that is non-renewable. That is renewable because it's going to last so long. Another one would be wind. Okay, it's caused by the uneven heating of the Earth. It's not only renewable, but it's inexhaustible, which means that it's never going to go away. You're always going to have wind. We also have water. Those are supposed to be waves and drops. Water. It's constantly renewed through the water cycle, and it's replenished through the water cycle. So even though people say that we're wasting water, you do need to conserve water because it does have to go through that water cycle in order for it to be replenished. So that is why we would like to conserve our water. Be carefully monitored to ensure future use. Even though it is replaced through the water cycle, it does take some time. We also have food and fiber. So I'm just going to say, let's see here, food. We have plants and food. They can be replaced. All we have to do is plant some seeds. However, the problem with people cutting down so many trees is that they don't give the time for it to be replenished. They just cut them down. It does take a long time for a very large tree to grow. Now, soil is also one. is a natural resource. It cannot be overused. It has to be rotated through. Otherwise, it won't have enough time to replace itself. Also, we have, let's see here, wood, plants, animals, residues. They contain energy. We also have geothermal energy. So geothermal energy is heat inside of the earth. I'm just going to pretend like I'm drawing the earth here. It doesn't look like anything specific. I just doodled it. So this is geothermal. Heat inside the earth. Okay, so these are the renewable resources and ways that we could get energy. Solar energy, wind energy, water power. We get energy from our food and plants, and you can also use geothermal to get energy. So what about non-renewable? I'm actually going to put that over here. This is any resource that cannot be replaced within a human's lifespan. Some of these things take billions of years to replenish. These need to be conserved before they run out. They're being used faster than they can be replaced because they take millions of years to grow. We keep mining all of this and taking all of this out. It will eventually run out. So finding other sources of energy using our renewable resources is the best thing to do. So these need millions of years. To replenish and need to be conserved. Some examples are ore, which are mineral deposits. Metallic ores, which are gold, silver, zinc, aluminum, copper, and so forth. We also have non-metallic ores, like salt, sand, gravel, clay, diamonds. Gemstones. So all of these are non-renewable. Once they're gone, they're gone. We also have coal, limestone, granite, slate, and so forth. So all of these items are non-renewable. Fossil fuels. We have coal, natural gas, and oil. This is how most of the world uses, this is what most of the world uses for energy. A lot of other places around the world now are turning to renewable resources for energy, so they are prepared when they do run out. So coal is the remain of wetland plants that have been compressed over millions of years. Natural gas are the remains of marine organisms. Natural gas is usually trapped on top with oil on the bottom, so they usually go together. So now we can talk about alternative energy resources. I'm going to go back over here. Alternative energy. Or other ways that we can produce energy. This could be through solar power, nuclear energy, which is actually really cool if you find out what they actually do in nuclear power plants. We have wind power. We have hydropower, which is water. Hydro meaning water. Hydropower. Geothermal, using the heat from down inside the earth. All of these things are ways that we could produce energy using renewable resources that will not take things that are going to run out in our time. So that is our natural resources.